goes the diesel. Duck is very proud of being a great Western. He talks endlessly about it, but he works hard too and makes everything go like clockwork. Today it was a splendid day on the island of Sodor. The trucks and coaches were behaving well, and the passengers had stopped grumbling, but the engines didn't like having to bustle about. They had two ways of doing things, Duck told them, the Great Western way and the wrong way. I'm the Great Western, and don't we know it, the engines groaned. James, Gordon and Henry were glad when a visitor came. He purred smoothly towards them. The fat controller introduced him. Here is Diesel, he said. I have agreed to give him a trial. He needs to learn. Please teach him, Duck. Good morning, purred Diesel in an oily voice. Pleased to meet you, Duck. Is that James and Henry and Gordon too? I'm delighted to meet such famous engines. The silly engines were flattered. He has very good manners, they murmured to each other. We are very pleased to have him in our yard. Duck had his doubts. Come on, he said impatiently. Ah, yes, said Diesel. The yard, of course. Excuse me, engines. Diesel purred after Duck, talking hard. You're worthy fat. Sir Topham Hatt to you, ordered Duck. Diesel looked hurt. Your worthy Sir Topham Hatt thinks I need to learn. He is mistaken. We Diesels don't need to learn. We know everything. We come to a yard and improve it. We are revolutionary. Oh, said Duck. If you're revo-thingaminijiggity, perhaps you would collect trucks for a while. I fetched Gordon's coaches. Diesel, delighted to show off, purred away. When Duck returned, Diesel was trying to take some trucks from a siding. They were old and empty. They had not been touched for a long time. Diesel found them hard to move. Pull, push, backwards, forwards. Oh, oh, the trucks groaned. We can't, we won't. Duck watched with interest. Diesel lost patience. Grrr, he roared and gave a great heave, and the trucks jerked forward. Oh, oh, they screamed. We can't, we won't. Some of their brakes snapped and their gears jammed in the sleepers. Oh, roared Diesel. Ho, 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 chuckled Duck. Diesel recovered and tried to push the trucks back, but they wouldn't move. Duck ran quietly around to collect the other trucks. Thank you for arranging these, Diesel, he said. I must go now. Don't you want this lot? Asked Diesel. No, thank you, replied Duck. Diesel gulped. And I've taken all this trouble, he almost shrieked. Why didn't you tell me? You never asked. Besides, said Duck innocently, you were having such fun being Revo whatever it was you said. Goodbye. Diesel had to help the workmen clear the mess, and he hated it. All the trucks were laughing and singing at him. Trucks are waiting in the yard, tackling them with ease. Oh, show the world what I can do, gaily boasts the Diesel. In and out he creaks about like a big black weasel. When he pulls the wrong trucks out, pop goes the Diesel. The song grew louder and louder, and soon it echoed through the yard. Grrr, growled Diesel, and scuttled away to the shed. Lucky this bit's got 2 stories, and this one's called Dirty Work. When Duck returned, he heard the trucks singing. He was horrified. Shut up, he ordered, and bumped them so hard. I'm sorry your trucks were rude to you, Diesel, he said. Diesel was still furious. It's all your fault. You made them laugh at me. Nonsense, said Henry. Duck would never do that. We engines have our differences, but we never talk about them to the trucks. That would be disgraceful, said Gordon. Disgusting, put in James. Despicable, finished Henry. Diesel hated Duck. He wanted him to be sent away, so he made a plan. He was going to tell lies about Duck. The next day he spoke to the trucks. I see you like tricks. You made a good joke about me yesterday. I laughed and laughed. Duck told me one about Gordon. I'll whisper it. Don't tell Gordon I told you, said Diesel, and he sniggered away. Ho, 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 gofbled the trucks. Gordon will be cross with Duck when he knows. Let's tell him and pay Duck back for bumping us. They laughed rudely at the engines as they went by, and soon Gordon, Henry and James found out why. Disgraceful, said Gordon. Disgusting, said James. Despicable, said Henry. We can't allow it. They consulted together. Yes, they said. He did it to us. We'll do it to him and see how he likes it. Duck was tired. The trucks had been cheeky and troublesome. He wanted a rest inside the shed, but the engines barred his way. Whoosh, keep out, they hissed. Stop fooling, said Duck. I'm tired. So are we, said the engines. We're tired of you. We like Diesel. We don't like you. You tell tales about us to the trucks. I don't. You do. I don't. You do. The Fat Controller came to stop the noise. Duck called me a galloping sausage, spluttered Gordon. Rusty red scrap iron, hissed James. I'm old Square Wheels, fumed Henry. Well, Duck, said the Fat Controller, trying not to laugh himself. Duck considered. I only wish, sir, he said gravely, that I'd thought of those names myself. If the dome fits. He made the trucks laugh at us, said the engines. Did you, Duck? asked the Fat Controller. Certainly not, sir. No steam engine would be as mean as that. Diesel lurked up. Now, Diesel, you heard what Duck said the Fat Controller. I can't understand it, sir, said Diesel. To think that Duck, of all engines, I'm dreadfully grieved, sir. But I know nothing. I see, said the Fat Controller. Diesel squirmed and hoped he didn't. I'm sorry, Duck, said the Fat Controller, but you must go to Edward's station for a while. I know he will be glad to see you. As you wish, sir, said Duck, and he trundled sadly away, while Diesel squirmed and smirked with triumph.